I love Ethereum, I love Cardano, I love Polkadot, I love Solana, I love so many altcoins. But if you want to make money in this crypto market, you need to pay attention to the Bitcoin because it drives the market, at least as of now. And so that's why I make this content called Crypto Weekly, where I provide you with some news around the cryptocurrency space, and I also provide you with some technical analysis around the Bitcoin. Because once you know what the Bitcoin is going to do, then you have an idea of what your altcoins are going to do. So if you think that's interesting, there are 3 things you're going to do for me. Subscribe to the channel, press the notification bell, and then let's dive in. And welcome to Daily Crypto with Paul. I'm actually at the Yemisi Shillong Museum of Art, and this place is mad. This is art redefined. This is crazy. This is amazing. So, but I have to quickly bring you this content. You know how we do it now. Daily crypto things. We look at cryptocurrency news. We look at what's happening with Bitcoin. We look at the chart. Because once you know what's happening with Bitcoin, you can have an idea of what's happening with your altcoins. So I have to quickly bring you this content, and that's why I'm quickly doing this. Okay. So let's dive down quickly. Let's check the news. Then let's check the technicals as fast as possible. Stay tuned, guys, and thanks for always coming. Thank you so much. Alright guys, welcome. So I'm at a place, just a shade to cover me so that I'm not under the sun and my face is not too bright. So as fast as possible, we're going to rush through the news. Usually it's Sunday today and we don't really expect there to be so much of a news as such. So most of the news is on CoinDesk. We've looked at them before. This is CoinDesk. So most of this news we can see here, we've looked at them before, and of course there's one we are seeing talking about Alibaba's e-commerce website to include NFT, because this is one of the big milestones we are just crossing in crypto space. So Alibaba's e-commerce website is going to have some NFT sessions. Remember, NFTs are super amazing. So NFTs are super amazing. A lot of people have been asking me, Paul, explain this NFT thing, explain what it is, how can I come in, how can I do the NFT thing. So I think I'll make a video on that, and I'll actually inform you guys when I do that. Okay, so but most of the news here we've looked at them before, so let's just move over to Cointelegraph and see what Cointelegraph is saying. Okay, most of the news on Cointelegraph also we've looked at them already before. I mean, it's Sunday, so there's not much of a news as such, and I'm trying to see if I can find anything interesting here. Let's see, editor's choice. Okay, so of course Aave founder, Aave is one of the projects I love. In fact, before Cardano, Solana and the rest came about, Aave was my favorite. Okay, I loved Ethereum first, then Aave next. So but now Solana is crazy. I love Solana but I still love Aave with so much amazing, because Aave is like the father of DeFi. Everything DeFi was built on Ethereum, but Aave is the definition of DeFi. DeFi means decentralized finance, and Aave now they found a way of building Twitter on Ethereum. Because this will take a lot of time, because there's already like a lot of chatting apps built with Ethereum these days. So this might take some time, but this is amazing to know. So we can see a lot of things. We are seeing things around Bitcoin records and the rest. Okay, then we see Bitcoin shorts on Bitfinex crashes by 25% after record spike. So those people that are selling Bitcoin on Bitfinex, there has been a drop in the amount of people that are selling Bitcoin, that are shorting Bitcoin, not necessarily selling, but that are saying Bitcoin will go down. So those people are reducing. Of course, what does it mean to us? It doesn't really mean we are going to go up, but it just means people are now more uncertain as to the direction. Are we going down? Look, I've always been telling you, nobody's really sure. Because if people were sure we are going to go down, they would even place more shots. But everybody is just on the chill, waiting for the clear sign. So, and the other thing is that Bitcoin interoperability platform Interlace raises 3 million in seed funding. This is amazing news. So some guys are working on interoperability of Bitcoin. So what do you mean by interoperability? That's one of the things I taught in my blockchain course. Interoperability is the ability of blockchains to be able to operate together. So imagine because Bitcoin now is on its own, Ethereum is on its own, Cardano is on its own, Solana is on its own. So all these amazing projects solving real problems on their own. But imagine they could tap into each other. So imagine Bitcoin has solved a problem. Ethereum does not need to start replicating the solution. You just tap into Bitcoin's solution, and you imagine Ethereum has done DeFi now. And Jack Dorsey is saying he wants to do DeFi on Bitcoin. He has to start from scratch. But if this was interoperable, you can just tap into Ethereum's power of DeFi and start doing things. So this is what interoperability is. And this guy, Interlace, they are now working on finding ways to make Bitcoin interoperable. And this is what can make Bitcoin really stay. Okay, and this is amazing. Now they've gotten some $3 million in seed funding. This is super amazing. This is super amazing because a lot of guys are out there, including me, with a lot of ideas, doing things on the low, already pushing and looking at getting some seed funding. And so seeing people that are ahead of us getting seed funding, this is a big motivation for us to keep pushing daily, for us to keep grinding. So most of the news here we've seen them before. Okay, so let's just rush down to bitcoin.com and let's see what bitcoin.com have for us. Okay, what bitcoin.com has for us. Sorry about that. So let's see any interesting thing with bitcoin.com. All right, I think it's the Gemini stuff. Yes. So bitcoin.com is saying the German bank Comdirect now offers 11 cryptocurrency ETPs in saving plan. So this is crazy. What this basically means is, what are ETPs? Exchange tradable products or exchange traded products. So these products are basically like stock. There's no normal stock and shares now. So basically something like that, but they're not traded on an exchange by the banks. So the German bank is actually trading these crazy things, and they're not just anyhow exchange cryptocurrencies. And of course, these cryptocurrencies are the top guys. I think I've looked at this before, briefly before coming over to the channel to talk about it. So they are the top guys: Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, Bitcoin, Ripple, and so the big guys are basically what these banks are allowing people. You can see it here. The ETPs, I'm pointing, so you can see where I'm pointing. So ETPs offer investment in Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, Polkadot, Stellar, Cardano, Solana, and more. So this is very, very good. So people can start buying all these things like for their retirement plan. Imagine instead of putting your money in one pension fund where after like 50 years of your life, the interest rate is almost 0.20%. You can imagine that. Why not buy Bitcoin with this money and chill out? So, of course, there are a lot of things to that. But by the time we begin to see banks making it possible for people to be able to buy cryptocurrency for their retirement plan, it means people are beginning to see a long-term perspective of some of these things. And for things like Ethereum, Cardano, Stellar, Polkadot, Solana, they are solving real problems. Okay, you might be skeptical about Bitcoin, really. Of course, Bitcoin is the boss, it's strong, but you might be skeptical because it looks as if it's challenging governments, it's challenging people, it wants to be money override the government, and so people might be skeptical. But things like Ethereum that are solving real life problems, hospitals are using Ethereum already, musicians are using Ethereum, NFTs are using Ethereum already. So it is wise to really see that this thing, I can buy it for my retirement plan. So it's a very wise decision by this bank, and it's super amazing. So I think that's the major news from bitcoin.com. And then let's check the crypto news. Okay, news.com. Let's see what they have for us. Oh, I think my internet is slowing down, and yeah, this place the network is kind of a little low. It's a museum. The artworks are blocking the network. Okay, anyway, but basically I think I've gone through this news. Thank you so much. Alright, so we can see the major news that we have here is that Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, and Co. form a new hot market of blockchains. So basically, what is this point is just trying to say that these companies, these big firms, these Ethereum, Solana guys are redefining blockchain. So we used to think of blockchain as just mere project. These guys are now building companies. So the same way we saw Apple, Google, Facebook, in those years coming when the Web 2 started, when the internet newly started. These companies are like at the forefront of the blockchain whole race. So these are the Amazons, the Facebook, the Googles we have currently. And so we too, we are really open at building something so that we too can tap into these untapped resources that the blockchain is providing. So, but these big short guys are redefining cryptocurrencies, bringing new markets to the whole thing, and it's just super amazing. So, I really think this is it for the news. On Sunday, there's no usually so much. So, but the charts are usually more important because on the chart you can already see the bias which the market is taking for Monday, because it's Monday that the big moves start happening. So quickly, let's roll on to the chart and let's see what Bitcoin is doing. Okay, let's dive into the chart. Alright guys, so welcome to the technicals, and basically the chart is still just as it has always been. For the past, as it has been for the past few days. Okay, as you can see, the chart still has not told us anything much. Okay, so we are not still so sure. This is on the 1 day time frame now, meaning each candle represents 1 day. Each of these things you are seeing here are called candles. Okay, so each of them represent 1 day. So basically the chart has still not told us finally where the market is going to. Okay, but again the bias is more towards the downside, and as the day goes by, the the probability that we are going down increases. I mean, looking at what is happening here, if I take it to a 4-hour time frame, sorry about that. If I take it to a 4-hour time frame, I mean, we are going to see it's just still. I mean, the bias is still towards the downside. Even look at this 4-hour candle we had. We just have here this last 4-hour candle that just broke down. Okay, though it didn't break the 31k structure. Okay, but it's still, sorry about that, it's still, the bias is still just to the downside. Okay, but there's no confirmation yet if we are going down or not. So what we should do is just to keep watching, just keep watching this thing. Let's see how the whole thing plays out, but we are not so sure whether we are going down. And of course, I've told you what is my strategy. My strategy is, if we are going to go down, this asset is way cheap. I mean, these are the discount price. This is like one of the best times you can buy. I mean, Michael Saylor said something today that struck me. He said, don't wait to buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin and wait. This is crazy. He says, don't wait to buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin and wait. So this guy is super cheap now, and I mean, looking at technicals, this guy might go down. It might even go down as low as 20k, as low as 12k in terms of dollar, but it is still cheap. So my strategy is, as it goes down, just keep buying. Act like smart money. Don't say I'm going to wait for it to crash. Buy a little amount. It dumps today, look at it, oh thank God, buy. It dumps again, look at it, buy. Because when this guy goes up, people, then you start seeing a lot of people start talking about it again. You start falling prey, start falling victim of buying at the top. So this is a wise time to buy, and I'm really recommending it to you. So what was giving me this authority to be able to speak about this? I've been in this market for a while. I've had a lot of experience. I've lost money, I've gained money, so I know what I'm saying to an extent. And looking at these technicals, this guy has a long way to go. This guy is going to go up. So that's why always asking me, Paul, is this thing going to go up eventually? The answer is yes, this guy is going to go up. So not to waste so much time, I've already told you what I'm doing. My strategy is, as this guy keeps going down, I keep buying. Okay, let's say you always use the example of a guy that is not so heavily invested. You have like $300. You just keep buying. As it goes down, you buy $10 or $20. It goes down $1,000, you buy $10 worth. Another time you see it has gone down again, buy $10 worth. Just keep buying $10 as such. So until we are sure that the bias is not to the upside, then you can start putting a lot of money. Then how will you know the bias is to the upside? You just keep following me. Once I observe it in the chart, I'm going to tell you. And of course, I might say the bias is to the upside and it might not work. I have to be very frank with you. Sometimes things can just happen and shock everybody. So, but again, at least based on technicals, I will tell you what I've seen, that from now, technical is showing that we are going up. So I'm going to be open to you, and I will tell you. So then you are now most likely to begin to use your own discretion to say, okay, I'll begin to buy more. But for now, don't put in all your money, but make sure you buy something. Buy in bits. Just keep buying. Any small money you have, just keep buying. So that's my strategy. That's what I'm doing. And let's not make this video too long, okay? Let's not make the video too long. I'm very excited at the support you guys have been showing me this past few days. It is amazing. Please and please keep supporting me. You know your friends that are into cryptocurrencies, or that want to buy cryptocurrencies, that want to invest, or that are already investing. You can recommend them to this channel. They will get the best news. I mean, cheap, fast, and amazing. Okay, so thank you so much. God bless you. I mean, if you are here and you've not liked, you've not subscribed, like this video, subscribe to the channel. It doesn't take anything from you. Okay, it goes a long way to support me also and motivate me to keep putting out this content. And when you like, it helps other people to also see this content. Okay, if you are benefiting from it, share the joy also to someone else. Okay, I know you might say the market is dull, the market is down. You don't know what you are getting for now. Okay, it's when everything starts becoming sweet again, then you're going to say, wow, thanks to that guy that called this shot for me. In 2020, I called this shot early enough. Of course, I was not the only one calling it. Almost every YouTuber were calling. People that knew what the charts were saying, they were calling it. And then I didn't even know what the charts were saying. I was not a technical person, but I just believe so much in Bitcoin, and I believe in digital currency, and I was reading about it, and I started studying deeply about it, and I really said, well, we have to buy this thing. Some people took that advice, and those people are ready to follow me even to the grave, because they are like, this is amazing. I mean, not to the grave, but like once I say something, they want to do it because they follow the advice and they benefited from it. So basically, just also I want to just say thank you for supporting me, okay? And please just keep supporting me, keep recommending me to people. I'm also a blockchain developer, okay? If you know anybody that's interested in doing anything around the blockchain, you can also contact me, and I'll be very excited to come in, okay? So thank you so much. Thank you so much. A lot of people also be asking me about Kabura, but I'm going to talk about that some other time, okay? Happy Sunday, guys, and see you tomorrow. So Monday, some big moves might come. I mean, the chat is not showing it yet, but usually Monday big moves come. and it's looking as if something might want to come. Okay, so but let's just keep paying attention. And guys, thank you. So this is it for the technicals. All right, guys. So thank you so much for today. I sincerely appreciate and thank you for all the support so far. So that's it for Daily Crypto today, and see you tomorrow. As always, as always.